We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with another edition of High School Softball on the YDL Sports Network. We're at Heindel Field in DuBois as we get ready for this District 9/KSAC showdown contest between the 7-2 Karns City Gremlins and the 6-2 Cranberry Berries. It's a non-conference game for these two teams, but it's a good litmus test for both of them as they both come into the game with thoughts of being able to win a District 9 title. And Cranberry, of course, won the District 9 title in AA a year ago. And just checking something here. Want to make sure I've got the right classification for the Karns City Lady Gremlins. The Gremlins, I do believe, might be AAA, and they are. I was right with that. I was pretty sure they were AAA, and one of two AAA teams in District 9, the other being St. Mary's. And so Karns City hoping to get back on the podium in District 9 in that regard in AAA. Again, both teams off to nice starts. Both teams of their two losses, each of them was lost to powerhouse Sharon over in District 10, the great Maddie Vogan. Of course, you watched the one game right here on the YDL Sports Network. And that game was a 4-2 Sharon win over the 4-2 Sharon win over the Cranberry Berries. And for Karns City, when they played Sharon won that game 11-0. We're going to step aside. We're going to get a little later of a start. We were hoping for a 6 o'clock start, but Penn State DuBois was playing a doubleheader before us, and Cranberry's just out there taking its warm-ups now. And then Karns City will take it. So we're probably still about 10 or 15 minutes away from the start of this one. So we're going to take the opportunity to thank some of our sponsors here on the YDL Sports Network.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on.
At Champion Modular, we don't just build homes, we build futures. Join our Strattonville team and help build it all. New to the trades? Got experience? We need you. Enjoy awesome benefits, bonuses, and more. Build a better tomorrow with Champion Modular.
Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers. Your cruise planner's advisor is your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at GriggsTravel.com. That's GriggsTravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegany grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change. Eternally Clean Cemetery and Monument Service is the top choice for honoring loved ones with headstone cleaning and flower assortments. Call Corey at 814-227-9370 or Samantha at 814-227-9910. for a free estimate. Visit their Facebook page or internally-clean.com to learn more. Let your loved one's headstone shine with their Resting Clean promise.
All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Are you planning for retirement? Looking for other investment opportunities? Then you want to stop by Best Wealth Management at the Corners in Shippenville. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. Call Matt Best today at 814-227-2800 or visit them online today. Security and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC.
We're back here at Heindel Field getting ready for Karns City versus Cranberry in the D9 Showcase event. Let's take a look at our starting pitcher for the Karns City Gremlins. They're going to go with Abigail Dunlap. Will be her 10th appearance of the year. She is 4-1 on the season with a 3.60 earned run average. She has thrown 35 innings on the year, given up 38 hits, 20 walks, has struck out 41 on the season. So Dunlap gets the nod today for the Gremlins, who will be without first baseman Aubrey Taylor. Taylor has a sprained ankle, and it's the high ankle sprain type, which is never good. And so that takes out a 357 batter who is already gone deep twice this year, driven in 8 for Karns City. So the Gremlins are going to have to work around not having her in the lineup today. Cranberry, they will be in the circle with Danica Wenner. Danica, the want to say Danica is a senior this year, but I could be wrong on that one. She might be a junior. But Danica will take the circle today. I almost said the bump, but wrong sport there for the Berries. And don't think we've got a handle on Cranberry statistics here. That's why I'm kind of hesitating here and kind of walking around, see if there's anything that we actually have, if we actually have ability to get to, and we don't. And I do apologize for that, but it will be Wenner in the circle for Cranberry. As Karns City takes its warm-ups, we're going to step aside and thank a few more of our sponsors here on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. A good garbage company is like a good utility player. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For great dependable garbage service in Clarion County, no one does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsonsgarbageservice.com. Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippenville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Back here at Heindel Field as Karns City takes its warm-ups, getting ready here for Karns City and Cranberry. Let's take a look at our lineups. Karns City will be the visiting team, even though they're taking infield second. They had a little bit of a transportation issue, had trouble finding a bus driver. A couple of them called off today. That's a new thing that's been happening more and more where schools are having trouble. So they asked Cranberry if they wouldn't mind taking infield first, and Cranberry said, sure, why not? But like Grazzolani's Karns City Lady Gremlins will start with their third baseman, Addison Burrows. Then they'll follow with shortstop Nicole Huff. Batting third and playing over at second base, Ronnie Rediker. Batting fourth doing the pitching, Abigail Dunlap. Batting fifth and in center field, Addison Fox. Batting sixth and doing the catching, Jessica Rogers. Batting seventh and at third base, Aubrey Higginbotham. Batting seventh, the designated player, Madly Perry. And in left field and batting ninth, Carly Conto. So it is Burrows, Huff, Radiker, Dunlap, Fox, Rogers, Higginbotham, Perry, and Conto for Karns City. For Chrissy Shoemaker's Cranberry Berries, they'll lead off with their pitcher, Danica Wenner. Batting second and in center field, Carly Schneider. Batting third, the shortstop, Avery Coe. Batting fourth and playing third base, Emma Morrow. Batting fifth and doing the catching, Jaden Shoemaker. Batting sixth and at second base, Gracie Hess. Batting seventh and in right field, Shane Scarborough. Batting eighth and at first base, Kennedy Stewart. And batting ninth in left field, Raquel Knight. So it's Wenner, Schneider, Coe, Morrow, Shoemaker, Hess, Scarborough, Stewart, and Knight for the Cranberry Berries. We'll step aside one more time. Hopefully when we come back, it'll be time for game time here on the YDL Sports Network.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And Dubois Lanes on the Beeline in Dubois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At Dubois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuboisLanes.com. Dubois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals. Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in Dubois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at cozy family dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in Dubois, PA, crafted for you.
Back here, it looks like we're almost ready to get underway here as the teams come out to give their lineups to each other. And as soon as they do that, it'll be game time here from Heindel Field. So we'll step aside one more time. And when we get back, we will have softball here in Dubois. You're watching high school softball on the YDL Sports Network.
Wise Eyes of Dubois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of Dubois and St. Mary's.
Dead battery? Don't get stuck. Get to the Battery Warehouse in Clarion and Brookville. Fast, reliable service, and they treat you like family, getting you back on the road in no time. Visit thebatterywarehouse.com today.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in Dubois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at cozy family dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in Dubois, PA, crafted for you. In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is siding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on.
So we're back here at the field in DuBois getting ready for Karns City and Cranberry. Game was originally scheduled for 6 o'clock. Obviously, we're about 10 minutes late into this one. Still waiting on Cranberry to take the field here. They're going to be the home team in this game. Again, the Berries come in at 6-2, Karns City 7-2 on the season. About midway through the 2026 campaign, playoffs will start third week in May. So basically about a month from now, we'll be in the playoffs. So been about a month down and a month to go. So mid time here. So as Cranberry takes the field, Annika Wenner will be in the circle for the Berries. They'll set up defensively behind her like this. At first base, it is Kennedy Stewart. Gracie Hess is at second. Avery Coe is at short. Emma Morrow is over at third. In the outfield, Raquel Knight's in left. Carly Schneider in center. Shane Scarborough is in right field. And Jaden Shoemaker doing the catching for Danica Wenner. So again, it's Stewart, Hess, Coe, and Morrow first to third. Knight, Schneider, and Scarborough left to right. Shoemaker doing the catching for Wenner. The righty taking her warm-up tosses. She splits some pitching duties here. They use a few different ones. Gracie Hess, probably their ace. Also, like I said, you'll see a lot of Danica Wenner in there, and a couple other pitchers will also be used at various times by the Berries. And Karns City will send up Addison Burrows, Nicole Huff, and Ronnie Erediker. If you're just joining us, the Gremlins without Aubrey Taylor, who has an ankle injury. They're hoping that it's not too long, but they just want to make sure she's ready come playoff time. That's what they feel is the most important time for them. And so Burrows will step in here for the Lady Gremlins, hitting .318 on the year with 5 RBIs. On deck, Nicole Huff, and she's been a monster with 20 driven in already on the season. There's ball one from Wenner up high, and we're underway here at Heindel Field. That is high, and now it's 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 here on Burrows leading off. 2-0 pitch by Wenner. In there for a called strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 on Burrows leading off here in the first inning for Karns City, just underway at Heindel Field in DuBois. Danica Wenner ready with the pitch. That ball was popped up. Third baseman Morrow against the fence. Don't think she was able to make the catch there. She wasn't. So it'll be strike 2, and it'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes on Burrows. So a Wrigley Field style stanchion got in my way. Fancy way of saying pole. 2-2, way high. Now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 on Burrows here. Leading off the game for Karns City. Danica Wenner checks her wristband. Ready, delivers the payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4, leadoff walk, drawn by Burrows. And that's huge in front of Nicole Huff. And we talked about Huff on the season. She is hitting .500 with 3 homers and 20 RBIs. So Huff steps in. Burrows at first. First pitch to Huff. She shows bunt, lays it down. It's a foul ball. Strike 1 on Huff. Interesting here to see a batter hitting .500 with 20 driven in and 3 home runs bunting, but that's exactly what Karns City decided to do. So now we have a discussion about something. I'm not sure what that was all about, but looks like we're ready to get back to action here. There's a called strike, and now it's 0-2. Shoemaker, the catcher, threatened to throw down to first, doesn't. So no balls and 2 strikes here on Huff. Wenner ready with the pitch. Huff, pop fly, left field shortstop, going over and can't get there. Remain no balls and 2 strikes here on Huff. It was just out of our camera view there. So 0-2 on Huff with Burrows at first. Nobody out here in the Karns City first inning, just underway. Wenner waiting for a softball that came into play to go out of play. Left fielder Knight takes it over. Ready to go again as Hess checks her wristband again. Set, and the 0-2. Ball is fouled straight back into the screen. Remains no balls and 2 strikes. Wind in the 0-2. Ball is fouled out of play over the first base dugout. First base dugout occupied by Karns City. Cranberry in the third base dugout. Still no balls and 2 strikes here. Wind in the pitch. Down low, gets away. Runner heads to second, and she's safe. So reaching second there is the base runner Burrows, and it's 2 balls and a strike here. Another foul ball. Remains 1-2. Winding the 1-2 inside. Great stop there by Shoemaker. Now it's 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here. I'll get that fixed here in a second. There's a ground ball base hit. They're going to hold Burrows at third as the throw comes in, and now runners at first and third and nobody out. Here for Ronnie Rediker. So first and third for the Gremlins. For Ronnie Rediker. Rediker lays down a bunt, and it's going to go foul, strike one. So you had the walk to Burrows, a wild pitch, and then the single to left by Huff that was hit so hard that they had to hold Burrows, or Huff would have had her 21st RBI. Rediker comes in hitting .320 on the year. She has 6 driven in. Winner's pitch showing bunt again. Nothing there. Runner will steal second. And now it's second and third. That was a strike. And so it's no balls and 2 strikes on Rediker. 0-2 on Rediker. 2 ducks on the pond for Karns City here in the first inning. Nobody out. And Rediker fouls that ball into the bleachers down the left side. Winner's looking for a softball, throwing in here. And now Jaden Shoemaker looking to get a couple more balls in. Karns City with runners at second and third. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning. 0-2 pitch coming to Ronnie Rediker. Danica Wenner checks her wristband. Set. Delivers. Outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 on Rediker. Wenner set. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout there with nobody out and 2 on. First strikeout for Wenner. 1 away here for Karns City. Now it's Abigail Dunlap with a chance to help herself. .391 on the year with a homer and 9 driven in. Shows bunt. Pulls it back. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike here on Dunlap. There's a called strike. No balls and 2 strikes here on Dunlap. Winding the 0-2. Ground ball through Hess. That's going to score 2. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Dunlap's at second on the 2-base error. She'll get 1 RBI. And Karns City takes a 2-0 lead. Went right through the wickets of Hess at second base. Coming home to score are Burrows and Huff. And now to the plate is Addison Fox. So Fox steps up, still just 1 out here in the first. 2-0 now, Karns City. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on Fox. So the two base error on Hess allows 2 runs to score. One of them would have scored anyhow. She was playing back, probably wasn't coming home to get Burrows there. One in the 0-1, fouled straight back, no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 here on Fox. Runner at second, 1 out, 2 in for Karns City. That ball is fouled straight back. That is way high, and now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fox goes down. Second strikeout now by Wenner. 2 away now for Jessica Rogers, the catcher. Down low, ball 1. Two nothing. Karns City in the lead. Winding the pitch. That bounces in there. 2 balls and no strikes here on Rogers. Ooh, 1-1. Okay, one of those was a strike. I'm not sure which one. So it's 1-1 here now. The ball is popped up and foul. It's now 1-2. So a chance to Wenner to limit the damage here. Try to pick up her teammate and fellow pitcher Gracie Hess, who had the ball go right through her for the 2 base error that scored a couple of runs. Winding the pitch. Hitter. So hit batter as Rogers is hit by the pitch. And now runners at first and second. I think we're going to get a courtesy runner here for the catcher. We are. It's going to be number 44, Gianna White. So White will run for Rogers. Runners at first and second for Audrey Higginbotham. That ball gets away from Shoemaker, and that'll allow the runners to move up 60 feet each. So now 2 are on the pond here after the wild pitch. 1 ball and no strikes on Higginbotham. Wenner ready with the pitch. Pop up, shallow center, shortstop Co out, says she has it. She does. And the inning comes to an end, but not before Karns City picks up 2 runs on a hit. There was a costly error, a walk, a hit batter. In fact, there were, a walk and a hit batter and 2 left on base at the end of a half an inning here in DuBois. It is Karns City leading Cranberry by a count of 2-0. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network.
Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers. Your cruise planner's advisor is your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at GriggsTravel.com. That's GriggsTravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegany grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change.
At Champion Modular, we don't just build homes, we build futures. Join our Strattonville team and help build it all. New to the trades? Got experience? We need you. Enjoy awesome benefits, bonuses, and more. Build a better tomorrow with Champion Modular.
Eternally Clean Cemetery and Monument Service is the top choice for honoring loved ones with headstone cleaning and flower assortments. Call Corey at 814-227-9370 or Samantha at 814-227-9913 for a free estimate. Visit their Facebook page or eternally-clean.com to learn more. Let your loved one's headstone shine with their Resting Clean promise.
Back here at Heindel Field in DuBois, where Karns City has a 2-0 lead. As we go to the bottom of the first inning, Abigail Dunlap will hit the bump, 3.60 earned run average. Defense behind her has Addison Burrows at first, Ronnie Rediker at second. Nicole Huff is the shortstop. Aubrey Higginbotham is third. Carly Conto's in left. Addison Fox is in center. Lily Neff is the right fielder. Jessica Rogers doing the catching for Dunlap. So it's Burrows, Radiker, Huff, and Higginbotham first to third. Conto, Fox, Neff left to right. Rogers doing the catching for Dunlap. It'll be Wenner, Schneider, and Co. for the Lady Grumla, or the Berries here, excuse me, in the second inning. First pitch fouled into the screen by Danica Wenner. No balls and one strike. That ball is lined right at the first baseman, Burrows, in foul territory. One away. Brings up Carly Schneider. She swings and misses, strike one. That's outside, and it's one ball and one strike. Here's a called strike, and it's 1-2. One ball, two strikes here. Wind in the pitch. Inside, ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Schneider. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away here in the Cranberry first inning. That'll bring up Avery Coe. Coe, little fister right back at the circle. Huff will throw her out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. At the end of one full inning here in DuBois, it's Karns City 2 and Cranberry, nothing here on the YDL Sports Network.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on.
Back here as we go to the bottom of the second inning, it'll be, or top of the second inning, excuse me, it'll be Perry, Conto, and then the top of the order. For Karns City. So after the Gremlins scored twice there in the first inning, one of those runs unearned, they will work here against Wenner in the second with Madeline Perry stepping in. First pitch to Perry, swung on and missed, strike one. No balls and a strike here on Perry. Conto on deck, wind in the 0-1. Way outside, ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and one on Perry. Wenner ready with the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. It's now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Perry. Swing and a miss, strike three. Perry goes down swinging. Third strikeout for Wenner. That'll bring up Carly Conto, left-handed hitting left fielder. Did she go? They're going to say, no, she did not. Ball one. One ball, no strikes on Conto. Winding the 1-0. Another half swing. This one's fouled away. Strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Winding the 1-1. Fouled straight back. Strike two. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Conto. 1 out in the Karns City second inning. Winding the 1-2. That misses, and now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Winding the 2-2. Fouled away. Remains 2 balls and 2 strikes on Conto. Winding the 2-2. Little half swing in foul territory. First baseman Stewart is there to make the catch. 2 away. So 2 outs now for the top of the order and Addison Burrows. Burrows walked and scored last inning. Part of that 2-run inning for Karns City. Called strike one. No balls and 1 strike here on Burrows. Winding the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. No balls and two strikes. So Wenner looking for a 1-2-3 inning after the labor in the first inning. Checks her wristband. Ready to deliver the 0-2. Just missed outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Strike three. The inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the third. It is now still 2-0 Karns City.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
So we head to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Morrow, Shoemaker, and Hess 4, 5, and 6 for Chrissy Shoemaker's Cranberry Berries against Abigail Dunlap. Dunlap 1-2-3 first inning with a strikeout. Ball is fouled into the screen. Strike one. No balls and 1 strike here on Morrow. There's a called strike, and now it's 0-2 on Morrow. Winding the 0-2. Fouled out of play. Remains no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 here. Dunlap. There's a line drive. Base hit up the middle. Getting over quickly as the center fielder Fox to hold Morrow to a leadoff single. So Morrow singles to center, leading off here in the second inning for Cranberry, and that'll bring up Jaden Shoemaker. Last time we saw Shoemaker here on the YDL Sports Network, she took Maddie Vogan, the great pitcher at Sharon, for a home run over the right center field fence. Takes ball one here. 1 ball and no strikes on Shoemaker. Morrow the runner at first, nobody out in the second. It's up high, 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 pitch. Fouled away, 2-1. It's something over there. Not sure what that hit off of, but it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Shoemaker. Two and one on Shoemaker. Dunlap checks her wristband, has the sign, ready to deliver the 2-1. That ball, a little flare out into right field. That's going to land in safely. The right fielder, Neff, over to cut it off. And now it's first and second and nobody out here for the Berries in the second inning. Okay, that brings up Gracie Hess That was not what I had in my lineup originally. I should brought up Hess, but it's Scarborough at the plate. That was not the lineup I was given. Hess should be up. I thought so. So they threw a strike. Now, Cranberry, because they caught it before Karns City did, should be able to replace this batter. But Karns City's out. You don't want to, if you're Karns City, you don't want to make the move right now. As I didn't think that should have been Scarborough. That should have been Hess. And now the umpires are going to have to get together and figure out what they're going to do about this. Batting out of order is only batting out of order after the batter is out. If you're Karns City, you don't call it out until after the batter is done. At this point, they can just replace the bat. I'm pretty sure they can just replace the batter here. We're going to find out. Yeah, you had to wait until the end of the at-bat. They can switch the batter here now. She just takes over the at-bat. That's the correct call. She takes over the at-bat. Not sure what it was, ball or strike. We'll see if the umpire lets us know, but should have been Gracie Hess, and it is Gracie Hess. We do not have the umpire letting us know what the count is. That first pitch should have counted as something. That's inside for a ball. It's 2 balls and no strikes now. So the first pitch was a ball, and so is that one. And now it's 2-0 on Hess. So first base coach caught that right away for Cranberry, and so it wouldn't have mattered. He would have gotten it fixed. You can fix that. If she had committed an outer, it would have been up to Karns City on whether they wanted to challenge it or not. Sometimes if it's an out, you don't care. You want to see how long they'll go with the batter in the wrong spot in the order. 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Hess. Runners are at second and third. And that ball is popped up and out of play. I got to be truthful, folks. I missed how the runners got to second and third. I'll see if I can find that here somewhere. So second and third, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Hess. And that's fouled at the plate. So it was a wild pitch that moved the runners up. I was kind of trying to figure out what was going on with the batter and missed the wild pitch. I apologize. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Hess, who can tie it with a base hit possibly. There's a ground ball off the glove of the pitcher. Second baseman Radiker will throw out to get the out at first. A run does score. As coming home is Morrow. Shoemaker will take third on the 1-4-3 putout. It's up high to Shane Scarborough, who now gets the bat. Tying run at third is that ball is fouled into the screen. One ball, 1 strike here on Scarborough. 1 out, run in, runner at third for the Berries. That ball is fouled into the screen. Now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Down on strikes goes Scarborough. 2 away here. Strikeout number 2 for Dunlap, and that one couldn't have come at a better time. Now it's up to Kennedy Stewart. Winding the pitch. Ball, it's going to get away, but not far enough. There's not a whole lot of backstop here in DuBois at Heindel Field, and Rogers was able to pick it up, and Shoemaker had to get back to third. 1 ball, no strikes here on Stewart. Swing and a miss. One ball, 1 strike. That is fouled away, and now it's 1-2. So 1-2. Dunlap looking to get out of this jam with just the 1 run. Cranberry had runners at second and third and nobody out. It's now third with 2 outs. 2-strike pitch. That ball is drilled to deep left field. Going back on it is the left fielder, Conto. It is off the wall and being held to a long RBI single is Stewart, but she has tied this game up with a base hit to deep left field. It's 2-2. I'm not sure of the count here. There's a called strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. That's fouled away. Now it's 2-2. Ball is popped up and off the roof. There's a called strike 3, and the inning is over, but not before Cranberry picks up 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on base. At the end of 2 innings here, it is 2-2.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs. Because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Back here as I'm trying to run the scoreboard here for them too, and I got it where I've got the wrong score on the board. And I have no idea how to fix it. Yep, no idea how to fix it. No idea how to fix it. So that's what you get for trying to help them out. There's a line drive, foul ball. Strike one. Top of the third here, as leading off is Nicole Huff. That ball is driven into deep right center field. It's going to go off the wall. Huff's on her way to second. She's not stopping there. She's going to go to third, and she's going to be in with a triple. Leadoff triple for Nicole Huff. Huff's second hit of the game, leadoff triple. So that'll bring up Ronnie Radiker. Radiker fouls that one off. It's inside for a ball. One ball and one strike. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Winding the pitch. That's up high. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. The ball is fouled out of play. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. One away as Radiker goes down swinging. Strikeout number 4 for Wenner. Ball's fouled away. Ball is popped up. Caught over there by the first baseman. 2 away. Two outs now. And now it'll be up to Addison Fox to pick up her teammates as they had a runner at third and nobody out. Now it's a runner at third and 2 outs here for Fox. Fox fouls that straight back, strike one. No balls and a strike here on Fox. Wine in the 0-1. Fouled away, strike two. No balls and 2 strikes here on Fox. 2-2, top of the third. 2 outs, runner at third. Wenner trying to work out of this jam. That's inside, ball one. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wind in the 1-2. That ball is lifted out into left field. Left fielder coming on. She's not going to get it. That's Knight. That's going to be an RBI single for Fox, and Karns City takes a 3-2 lead. So good job there by Fox picking it up after it looked like they may not score here. They're able to get that run home. And now it's Jessica Rogers' turn. First pitch to Rogers. Fly ball towards center. Center fielder Schneider is there. She'll make the catch, and the inning's over. But Karns City picks up a run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on base at the end of 2.5 here in DuBois. It's Karns City 3 and Cranberry 2.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Back here as we go to the bottom of the third inning in a 3-2 lead for the Karns City Gremlins. As it'll be the top of the order, Wenner, Schneider, and Co. For Cranberry. As Rogers coming in to catch these warm-ups here from Dunlap, who gave up 2 runs last inning. Strike one here. Ball is lined out into right field. That's going to get past the right fielder, Neff. Tripping over the second baseman was the batter, Wenner, and she's hurt as the first baseman, Burrows, tripped her. She should get second base on that, I do believe. It's going to go in the books as interference. She might have gone all the way to third on that if I'm going to check her out here. I do believe she's going to get second here. She was tripped going around first base, just tripped over the first baseman, Burrows. And now there's going to be discussion on where she goes. So they're still checking out Wenner there. And she's definitely going to be at second base. So looks like Wenner's going to be okay. So tying runs at second for Carly Schneider. So Schneider with a chance here to tie things up. Shows bunt, bunts it down to third base. It's going to be a foul ball, strike one. A little too much English on that bunt. That's inside, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Schneider. Ball is fouled away. Now it's 1-2. 1-2 on Schneider. Wenner the runner at second. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Down goes Schneider. Third strikeout for Dunlap, fourth for Dunlap, who's gotten him at some critical times. One out now for Avery Coe. Takes ball one. Winding the 1-0. Ground ball, first baseman. Burrows will step on the bag, 2 away. And now it's up to Emma Morrow. So checking the rule book, that will go in as a double for Wenner. And now Morrow with a drive to right field. That's going to go over the head of the right fielder, Neff, and off the wall. That's going to tie the game. Morrow is on her way to second with a double, and we're all tied up at 3 apiece. Got that over the head of the right fielder, Neff, for the RBI double. So all tied up at 3 now, and still in business for Jaden Shoemaker. First pitch to Shoemaker. Outside, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes on Shoemaker. Winding the pitch. Inside, going to get away from the catcher, Rogers. Morrow's going to go to third on the wild pitch. It's 2 balls and no strikes on Shoemaker. Now it is 3-0 on Shoemaker. 3 balls, no strikes on Shoemaker. Ball 4. They didn't really want anything to do with Jaden there, and can you blame them? First walk issued by Dunlap, and now it is Gracie Hess at the plate. Hess grounded off the, had an RBI ground off the pitcher Dunlap to the second baseman Radiker, who threw to first to retire her, and a run scored back last inning as she fouls this one right off the umpire's mask. Strike 1. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like he's okay. Saw CB Buckner took one like that in the majors this week and had to come out of the game. No balls, 1 strike. They have the mask, but it's not like those catcher's masks. It's up and in, ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. And that ball is ripped into right field. That's a fair ball. It's going to rattle around the corner. Coming home and scoring is Morrow. On her way to third is Hess. She's going to be there with a triple. And Cranberry takes a 4-3 lead on the Gracie Hess. Actually, they scored 2 on that play. Gracie Hess's triple. Scores Morrow and Shoemaker, so it's 5-3. And still in business for Shane Scarborough. Holds up for ball 1. I think they were trying to appeal it. Well, they are going to appeal it. Nope. Ball 1. That's a line drive. That's going to land in. That's going to score another run. 4-run inning for Cranberry. They lead 6-2. On the Scarborough base hit to center. And now at the plate is Kennedy Stewart. And Stewart drills one into deep right center field. That's going to be off the wall. Rounding third is Scarborough. She's going to be sent to the plate. She's going to score without a throw. And it is now 7-3 in favor of Cranberry. As the Berries have broken out the lumber, the double by Stewart to deep right. And now we've got a mound visit or a circle visit. We'll step aside.
Dead battery? Don't get stuck. Get to the Battery Warehouse in Clarion and Brookville. Fast, reliable service, and they treat you like family, getting you back on the road in no time. Visit thebatterywarehouse.com today.
So far, 5 runs are in here in the third inning. And it is a 7-3 Cranberry lead. Raquel Knight, the 9th batter to bat in this inning. Swings and misses, strike one. Wenner led off with that double that had obstruction on it. Then after Schneider struck out and Co. grounded out, we had a double by Morrow, walk to Shoemaker, triple by Hess, single by Scarborough, and a double by Stewart. And now it's 0-2 here on night. So Dunlap checks her wristband. The 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Winding the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning is over. We go to the 4th. Cranberry now leads 7-3 over Karns City here on the YDL Sports Network.
Are you planning for retirement, looking for other investment opportunities? Then you want to stop by Best Wealth Management at the Corners in Shippensville. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. Call Matt Best today at 814-227-2800 or visit them online today. Security and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC.
So back here as we go to the 4th inning. 7-3 in favor of Cranberry after that 5-run explosion, 5 runs on 5 hits. There was a walk. And they left 1 on, but trailing 3-2 to go into that inning, they exploded. And now seeing if Wenner's okay, and looks like it. She's still back out there in the circle. As leading off here will be Aubrey Higginbotham. First pitch to Higginbotham outside, ball 1. That ball is lined into center field. That's headed to the gap. Higginbotham around first. She's going to head to second. She's going to be in there with a stand-up leadoff double. So if you like offense, you've come to the right place for that today. Now we're going to get a runner out here, it looks like, for Higginbotham. Is number 4 is Alana Harmon. So Harmon will go and run for Higginbotham here in the 4th. And to the plate is Maddie Perry. Perry acted like she was going to show bunt. Takes that one. That slow pitch in there for strike 1. So leadoff double by Higginbotham. Harmon is running for her at second. No balls and 1 strike on Perry, the number 8 hitter for Karns City. They trail 7-3 here in the 4th. It's a ball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 on Perry. Winding the 1-2. Called. Strike 3. 1 away. I believe that's the 5th strikeout for Wenner. That's a big one as Carly Conto now comes to the plate. First pitch to Conto. Down low, ball 1. Now it's 2-0 on Conto. 2 balls, no strikes on Conto. Karns City, 2 in the first, 1 in the third. Cranberry, 2 in the second, 5 in the third. Winding the 2-0. Popped up. Pitcher Wenner out of the circle, makes the catch. I believe it was in fair territory, and they're 2 away. Two outs now, and it's up to Addison Burrows. Burrows 0 for 1 with a run. Wenner checks her wristband. Comes to the plate with the first pitch. Inside, ball 1. So leadoff double by Higginbotham. Her pinch runner, Harmon, is still standing out at second base now with 2 outs. That is outside, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 on Burrows. Swing and a miss. Two and 1 on Burrows. Winding the 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 on Addison Burrows. Runner at second is Harmon. 2 outs. Here in the top of the 4th. That ball is fouled back into the screen. 7-3, Cranberry in the lead. The ball is popped up. Shoemaker's going to chase it, but it's going to be off the screen, and it'll remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Winding the 2-2. Held up, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So nice at bat by Burrows as she's battled her way back to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Harmon the runner at second. 2 outs for Karns City here in the 4th. Wenner set, 3-2 pitch. That ball is drilled into left. Left fielder Knight has a beat on it. She'll make the catch. And the inning is over. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left at second base. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is now 7-3 Cranberry over Karns City.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Back here as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. And so Olivia Barrett is coming into the game to go play somewhere. I'm not sure where that is. Looking around to see if I can. Oh, there she is. Barrett is going out to, I think, play shortstop. So not sure why Nicole Huff has come out of the game, but Barrett is in at shortstop now. So Barrett comes in to play shortstop. So Barrett will be the shortstop for Karns City right now. Is leading off as Danica Wenner for it and takes ball one. Now it's 2-0. It's possible that they might be warming Huff up the pitch. Two balls and no strikes. Little floater over the circle, and that's going to be an infield single for Wenner. Her second hit of the game. And the leadoff person is on base here to start the fourth for Cranberry. Up 7-3. That'll bring up Carly Schneider. First pitch to Schneider, swung on a miss. Runner heading to second. Throw goes out into center field. On her way to third now is Wenner. The throw to third, not in time. So she'll steal second, and she'll go to third on the air on the catcher, Rogers. And now set up to score some more as Cranberry already up 7-3. It's one ball with no strikes. That ball is fouled into the screen, 1-1. One ball, one strike here on Schneider. That misses, and now it's 2-1 on Schneider. Two balls, one strike on Carly Schneider. That misses, and now it's 3-1. So 3-1 on Schneider. Nobody out. Wenner, the runner at third for Cranberry here in the fourth. That ball is lifted out into center field. Center fielder Fox racing over. She'll make the catch. And for some reason, Wenner was halfway down the line and can't tag up and score. And Chrissy Shoemaker is just sort of beside herself there. That was a clean sacrifice fly for Schneider. But Wenner, for some reason, only known to her, was 3/4 of the way down the line and had to race back to third and can't score. So now it's up to Avery Coe. Coe, ground ball, shortstop Barrett up with it. She's going to take the sure out at first. That'll get the run home. So the mental mistake there by Wenner does not cost Karns City or does not cost Cranberry a run as they push across an 8th run now. and they lead 8-3. Bring up Emma Morrow now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth, 8-3 score. First pitch to Morrow, up high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes here on Emma Morrow. Morrow's a pair of hits, ground ball to the shortstop Barrett. Does a nice job in her first inning on defense. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and nobody left on base, excuse me. We go to the 5th inning. It is now 8-3 Cranberry over Karns City here on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
At Champion Modular, we don't just build homes, we build futures. Join our Strattonville team and help build it all. New to the trades? Got experience? We need you. Enjoy awesome benefits, bonuses, and more. Build a better tomorrow with Champion Modular.
A good garbage company is like a good utility player. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For great dependable garbage service in Clarion County, no one does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsonsgarbageservice.com.
Going to have a pitching change here for Cranberry as we go to the 5th inning. Gracie Hess is going to take over in the circle for the Berries. So Hess do a real good job of limiting Sharon a couple weeks ago in the game that we did. So let's see how we stack up defensively now. Does Wenner go out and play second? She does. So Wenner and Hess, it'll just be a switch there between the two positions as we head here to the top of the 5th inning. 8-3 Cranberry on the strength of a 5-run 3rd inning. So Gracie Hess, first pitch. Outside, ball 1. Next pitch up high, 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes on Nicole Huff, who's re-entered the game to bat here. Where's this Barrett? No, this is Huff. There's a strike. It's 2-1. That ball is lifted towards left fielder Knight. She camps under it and makes the catch. 1 away here in the Karns City 5th inning. That'll bring up Ronnie Radeker. So Radeker will step in here against Hess. Ball 1 upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Winding the 1-0. Misses down low, and it's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes on Radeker. She struck out a pair of times against the starter Wenner. Wenner goes 5, gives up 3 runs, 2 of them earned. It was a called strike. Another strike, because one of those must have been a strike. And so that'll be a strikeout. 2 away. Oh, no, that wasn't a strikeout. That was 2-2. I thought so. Radiker really messed me up there. She ran like it was strike 3 when it was only strike 2. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Radiker. Wide in the 2-2. Ball 3, and now it's 3-2. Radiker fly ball left field. Knight again is there to make the catch. 2 away here. And it'll bring up Abby Dunlap. Dunlap reached on an error that scored 2 runs back in the first inning. Had an RBI on that play. Ground ball, shortstop Coe has a little trouble with it. Still has some time. Not in time. So that'll be an error on the shortstop Coe that allows Dunlap to reach. Second time she's reached on an error. We're going to get a courtesy runner for Dunlap. It's coming out to run is Harmon. So Harmon, who ran as a pinch runner earlier, will be a courtesy runner now for Dunlap, and Addison Fox comes to the plate. So it looked like Coe was going to easily get that, and it just ticked off the end of her glove, and by the time she recovered and threw, Dunlap beat it out. So now Harmon will run for Dunlap. Or can she not do it because she subbed in? She can't run because she subbed in. Okay, so Harmon's not going to run, and now Dunlap's going to run. It's been that kind of game here. So they tried the courtesy run. We had Cranberry try to bat out of order. Now we have a courtesy runner who can't courtesy run. I'm not an expert on that rule, so I'm not going to even comment on whether it's being enforced right or not. And stepping to the plate here is Fox. First pitch to Fox. Called strike, I think. Nope, it was called ball. It was a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0. Ground ball, Coe up with it, throw across, not in time. That's going to be an infield single for Addison Fox. And now runners are at first and second. First and second here in the 5th, and stepping to the plate is Jessica Rogers for Karns City. So with 2 outs, Dunlap reaches on the air, and then the infield single by Fox has the Lady Gremlins in business. Trailing by 5. Ball 1 to Rogers. Wide in the 1-0. Fouled back into the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch coming here to Rogers. High and outside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike on Rogers. Shoemaker delivers outside, and now it's not Shoemaker, excuse me, Hess, and it's now 3-1. So Hess gets the first 2 outs on fly balls tonight. Then you have the air and the infield single, and now she's behind in the count, 3-1 on Rogers. And Rogers drills one into the left center field gap. Good job there by the center fielder Schneider to cut it off. Run's going to come home and score as Dunlap rounds to score. Fox will hold it second, and it's an RBI single to center for Rogers. And now pinch hitting here for Karns City will be Gianna White. So White will be the pinch hitter. It's now 8-4. And White pinch hitting here for Barrett, who was entered in that spot. So I'm wondering if Huff went over to play third. It's hard when you're doing everything by yourself and there's not a lot of communication. Well, not a lot. No communication from down below. So White stepping in here. With runners at first and second. Ball 1. Run home thanks to the air and a couple of singles with 2 outs. White starts her batting stance almost out of the batter's box. There's ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. All started on the air by the shortstop Co. Just couldn't quite get the ball to go into her glove on a routine ground ball by Dunlap. And now it's 3-0 here on the pinch hitter White. Three balls and no strikes on White. Hess sets, 3-0 pitch. Called strike 1. Wide into 3-1. Called strike 2. So good job by Hess to battle back into the count. It was behind 3-0. Brought it back to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hess ready with the 3-2. Called strike 3, and the inning is over. 1 run on 2 hits. There was an error and 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is 8-4 now in favor of Cranberry.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is siding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on. When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. Dead battery? Don't get stuck. Get to the Battery Warehouse in Clarion and Brookville. Fast, reliable service, and they treat you like family, getting you back on the road in no time. Visit thebatterywarehouse.com today.
go to the bottom of inning number 5, 8-4 in favor of Cranberry here, as Jayden Shoemaker will lead off here against Abigail Dunlap. Shoemaker 1 for 1 with a walk, a couple of runs scored. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Shoemaker singled and scored in the second, walked and scored in that third inning when Cranberry scored 5 runs, as she fouls this one into the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. The senior received the Bob Tonkin Scholarship Award from District 9 at the District 9 Principals Meeting and Banquet on Wednesday at the Red Fern in St. Mary's. 1-1 pitch up high. It's 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 here on Shoemaker. We'll have some action from over this direction tomorrow. I know we'll have CLDCC baseball. We might have another game in the morning. Not 100% sure which one yet. Still making that decision, whether it's going to be baseball or softball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It'll be a 10 a.m. game most likely for us. 2-2 pitch to Shoemaker is outside, and it's now 3-2. Have some choices. Cranberry playing Central Clarion at 10 o'clock here. Also, over at the baseball field, you've got Brookville and Red Bank Valley going at it. 3-2 pitch. Shoemaker with a drive into right. The right fielder is there to make the catch. I believe that's still Neff out there. Nope. And there's one away here for Cranberry. And now up to the plate comes Gracie Hess, who had that big 2-run triple in the third. Has driven in 3. There's strike 1. Winding the 0-1. Called strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and 2 on Hess. RBI ground out in the 2-run triple. And that is a fair ball over the bag. It's going to roll all the way to the left field corner. Hess on her way to second. She's not going to stop. She's going to third. They're going to send her home. She's going to have an inside the park home run. It's an inside the park home run for Hess. And it is now 9-4 in favor of Cranberry, as Hess put that one just over the bag. It got down into the corner. It's angled down there in the corner. It bounced away from the new left fielder, White, allowing Hess to come all the way home for the inside the park home run. Now Shane Scarborough up. I think that was ball 1. One in the 1-0. Up high. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 pitch, ground ball, shortstop, up with it, and then it's dropped by the first baseman Burrows, and she's going to be safe there, as that is Bartlett still at short, and the throw was right there, and it was just dropped by the first baseman Burrows. Remember, they're without their normal first baseman Taylor. She is out with an ankle injury, and runner now at first base with One out. Now we're going to get a runner over there. That runner is Kylie Cadet. So Cadet will run for Scarborough. And up to the plate will be Kennedy Stewart, who has a 2-run double in this game. Also a single. Ball 1. That ball is popped up. The umpire got in the way of the second baseman for a moment, but Raediger's able to stick with it, and they're now 2 away. So the base umpire was trying to run out of the way, kept running in. He's over there smiling. Not sure with the mask on, can't tell if Raediger's smiling or not. And now stepping to the plate is going to be a pinch hitter, Hannah Smith. So Smith will pitch, hit for Knight. Two outs and a run home here in the 5th for Cranberry on the inside the park home run by Hess. Wide in the pitch. Called strike. Runner heads to second, and she is safe on the stolen base. So stolen base there for Cadet. No balls and 1 strike on Smith. Dunlap ready with the pitch. Stays high. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 on Smith. One in the 1-1. Inside, it's now 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike here on Hannah Smith. Run home here in the 5th for Cranberry. There's a swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Smith. Cadet the runner at second with 2 outs. Dunlap checks her wristband. That misses, and now it's full. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Wide in the 3-2. Chopper at the plate. It's going to be a foul ball. Main's 3-2. Dunlap checks her wristband, gets ready for the payoff pitch to Smith. Smith fouls that down the first base side. Remains 3-2. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the inning is over. We go to the top of the 6th inning here in DuBois with Cranberry leading Karns City by the count of 9-4 here on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs. Because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
So we go to the 6th inning here, 9-4, and leading off will be Lily Neff will bat here for the first time. So Neff will bat here for the spot that was occupied by Conto and then maybe White. Softball rules of where you're stationed and all that stuff is all messed up. And now Shoemaker runs over to the dugout, almost like she was instructed to by the umpire. Not sure what that was all about, but supposed to be a second game here tonight. I believe it's AC Valley Union and Johnsonburg, as that ball is fouled out of play, strike one. We will not have that one tonight. No balls and one strike here on Neff. Wearing the number 21, made most famous by the great Roberto Clemente. A 1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two, 0-2 here on Neff. No balls, 2 strikes on Neff. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Neff. 1 away here in the Karns City 6th inning. That'll bring up Addison Burrows, I believe. Well, I don't know. That brings up Conto. Oh, okay. Neff was batting in the spot for Perry. All right, I see what happened. My fault, folks. I'm sorry. Yeah, my scorecard's a mess. Now, that's going to be an infield hit for the speedy Conto. So I tried to take Conto out of the game, and instead she just comes in and gets a base hit. So Conto with the infield single. That'll bring up Addison Burrows now. There's a called strike. Game nearing the 2-hour mark. Bunts it. That's a good one. Hess out of the circle. Throw down. Not in time. It's going to be an infield bunt single for Burrows. So back-to-back infield hits here has Karns City in business for easily their best hitter in Nicole Huff. Huff came into the game with 3 homers and 20 RBIs on the year. She has scored twice, 2 for 3 with a triple and a single. First pitch to Huff is up high, ball 1. So golden opportunity for Karns City to get back in this game, trailing 9-4. It's a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. That misses outside, and it's now 2-1. Winding to 2-1. That's going to bounce behind Shoemaker. That'll allow the runners to move up 60 feet. Now second and third, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike on Huff. So runners at second and third. And a 3-1 pitch coming now to Nicole Huff. Huff, grounder. Oh, Haas gets it. She's got the runner picked off, and she throws it away. She throws it away. The runner's going to score. And now runners are going to go to second and third. So Haas had the runner, the runner Kanto, dead to rights at third base. But throws the ball away, and it's now 9-5. And now Chrissy Shoemaker is going to come out to talk, along with Shoemaker, her daughter Jaden. It's a battery meeting at the mound.
Dead battery? Don't get stuck. Get to the Battery Warehouse in Clarion and Brookville. Fast, reliable service, and they treat you like family, getting you back on the road in no time. Visit thebatterywarehouse.com today.
So back here at Heindel Field in DuBois, where it's 9-5 as the run scores on the throwing error. Again, she was dead to rights as that ball was snagged by Haas, and she had Kanto, who was about a third of the way home, and then started back to third. A good throw to the third baseman, Morrow, would have been an out, but instead it got away and allowed the run to score, and now it's second and third. And Ronnie Rediker coming to the plate. Base hit by Rediker could make this a 2-run game. So Hess takes a deep breath. First pitch is a little high and outside, ball 1. Could say maybe that Hess got a little greedy there, up 9-4, take the out at first, but she had her. It was there, and just the throw wasn't there in time. It was there in time, just was off the line. That ball is popped high in the air. Cohen foul territory behind third base, makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. Big out there for Hess. And now it's up to Abigail Dunlap to help herself. So Abby Dunlap steps to the plate looking to help herself here. Winding the pitch. Fouled straight back into the screen. Strike 1. Hess steps off the rubber, looking for her number sign. That's the way they pretty much give them in every softball. Ready with the 0-1. Fouled at the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes here on Dunlap. Hess trying to pitch around her air. Wind in the 0-2. Comebacker right at Hess. She'll go over. I don't know if she needed to or not. I'm not 100% sure if that was in the air or not, but either way, it gets the job done. 1 run on 2 hits, an error, and 2 left on base. We head to the bottom of inning number 6. It is now 9-5 in favor of Cranberry here on the YDL Sports Network.
Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers. Your cruise planner's advisor is your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at GriggsTravel.com. That's GriggsTravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegany grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change. Are you planning for retirement? Looking for other investment opportunities? Then you want to stop by Best Wealth Management at the Corners in Shippenville. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. Call Matt Best today at 814-227-2800 or visit them online today. Security and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC. Eternally Clean Cemetery and Monument Service is the top choice for honoring loved ones with headstone cleaning and flower assortments. Call Corey at 814-227-9370 or Samantha at 814-227-9913 for a free estimate. Visit their Facebook page or eternally-clean.com to learn more. Let your loved one's headstone shine with their Resting Clean promise.
All right, I got to get back. Back here. Excuse me. I forgot the. Oh, geez. There we go. Wrong button. There we go. Strike one, any way we look at it here. It's a strike to Wenner leading off here. Now it's no balls and 2 strikes on Wenner. In the bottom of the 6th inning. No balls and 2 strikes on Wenner. Dunlap set. 0-2 swing and a miss. Wenner goes down swinging. 1 away. They'll bring up Carly Schneider. Schneider 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and a fly out. Karns City 2 in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th for their 5 as that's ball 1. Cranberry 2 in the 2nd, 5 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th for their 9. The ball is popped up. Second baseman Radeker in foul territory makes the catch. 2 away now here in the Cranberry 6th inning, looking for our second 1-2-3 inning of the game. Dunlap set down Cranberry 1-2-3 in the first, trying to do the same with the same 3 batters here as Avery Coe steps to the plate. Winding the pitch inside, ball 1. Cranberry scored in every inning since that 1-2-3 first. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. One delivery. That's side ball 2. 2-1. That's high, and now it's 3-1. 3-1 here on Coe. She reaches. Morrow is next. Fouls that one into the screen, and it's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes here on Avery Coe. Wide into 3-2, and slipping there was Dunlap, and that'll be ball 4. So 2 out walk to Coe. And that'll bring up Emma Morrow. Morrow has a couple of hits, at least one RBI, a couple of runs scored. We're in the bottom of the sixth, looking for some Rossbacker Insurance. Insurance runs are the Berries. Ball one inside. Tomorrow. Wide in the 1-0. Fouled. I don't know how she even got to that one, and she stung herself with that. That was way inside, and Mara was able to get a piece of it and foul it off. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wide in the 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Wide in the 2-1. Runner takes off for second. Throw down. Not going to be there. Now it's going to get into center field, but not able to advance there is Coe, as she had slid into second. And it is now 3-1 on Morrow. So Dunlap after 2-2, excuse me. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wide in a 2-2. Ball 3 that's going to be a wild pitch that's going to allow Coe to go to third. And now the count is full. 3-2. And a runner at third for Cranberry. Again, looking for some Rossbacker Insurance runs. Rossbacker Insurance, 3 locations to serve you, including in Seneca, right there by the Sheets before you make the turn to go to Cranberry High School. If you're coming from Clarion, or right after the Sheets, if you're coming from the Oil City, the Franklin area, excuse me, or the Oil City area. Remains 3 balls and 2 strikes here. Also locations in Corey and Northeast. Give Brad Allen and his team a try. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, a walk, 1 left on base. Karns City needs 4 as we go to the 7th inning here. They trail 9-5.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is siding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on.
So we head to the top of the 7th inning with Cranberry leading Karns City 9-5. It'll be Fox, Rogers, and I think Higginbotham. If they go with the lineup that I think they've got right now. Again, my scorecard's a mess. So first pitch here to Fox, strike 1. So Fox so far today has struck out, singled, and singled again on an infield hit, I do believe that was, if I can read my writing. That's high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 here on Addison Fox. Stick around after the game. We'll have our Allegheny Grillo Foxburg player of the game interview, hopefully, as that's down low. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike here on Fox. Hess in her 3rd inning of relief. There's a ground ball. That's going to sneak up the middle. A base hit. Leadoff single for Addison Fox and the Karns City Gremlins. So that'll bring up Jessica Rogers. Rogers, 1 for 2, has been hit by a pitch and singled in this game. Gracie Hess checks her wristband. Comes to the plate, called strike 1. Wind in the 0-1. That ball is fouled out of play. Stewart gave it a look, as did the second baseman Wenner, but it was out of play, and it snowballs in 2 strikes. 0-2 here on Rogers. Nobody out in the Karns City 7th inning, top of the 7th. Gremlins trail 9-5. Wind in the pitch. That ball is drilled out into right field. It's going to skip beyond the right fielder, Scarborough, go all the way to the wall. Rounding third and coming home is Fox. Heading to third, where she'll be there safely with a triple, is Rogers. And it is now 9-6. So Rogers able to get that one past Scarborough, the right fielder, for the triple. And now Mike Grizzoli is talking to the home plate umpire. Let's see if this is re-entering somebody. Are they pinch hitting somebody? They're going to pinch hit here with Braylon Thompson. So Thompson will pinch hit with a runner at third. Nobody out. Run in, and it's 9-6. Cranberry's lead down to 3. That's his first pitch. That ball is chopped. It's going to be a foul ball. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike here on Thompson. That's his pitch. That ball is drilled towards center. Coming in. That's going to land for a base hit in front of the center fielder, Schneider, and it's another run across, and now it's a 9-7 game. Pitch hit, RBI single for Thompson. So now it's 9-7, and now we're going to get a runner for Thompson. Is coming back into the game is Olivia Barrett to run. So Barrett will run for Thompson. And stepping to the plate now will be Neff. Her second at bat of the game. Still nobody out. Tying run at the plate for Karns City here in the 7th. That's his pitch. Tried to show bunt and bunts it foul. Is Neff, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike here. Get the runners in the right place there on the scoreboard for you. There we go. 0-1 pitch, bunts it foul. Now it's no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 here on Neff. Conto, I believe, is next. She is in the on-deck circle, and then it would be the top of the order for Karns City. And looming large is that number 2 hitter, Hoff. That ball is fouled away. Remains 0-2. Oh, no, she bunted. I was going to say, I thought that was a bunt. It was, and that's strike 3. So she strikes out, fouling that bunt off. 1 out. And now Carly Conto to the plate. So interesting decision by Karns City to have Neff bunting there with 2 strikes. Can't get it down. Conto at the plate. Conto slaps at it. That is a foul ball down the left field side. There's not a whole lot of room in foul territory, maybe 5 or 6 feet. And it was to the left of the line. Foul ball, strike 1. Oh, and 1 here on Conto. Gracie Hess checks her wristband. Ready for the 0-1 pitch. The ball is fouled out of play, and now it's no balls and 2 strikes. Burrows is next. If Hess can get Conto and then Burrows, she will not have to face Huff. With those 3 home runs and the 20 RBIs. Wind in the pitch. That ball is lifted. Second baseman Wenner has it. 2 outs now. And now it is up to Addison Burrows. Now we're going to have another meeting in the circle here. As Burrows steps up, she walked and scored in the first. Had an infield single and was stranded in the sixth. Also struck out and flown out the left. 2 outs for Cranberry. Needing 1 more out to put this one in the books. Karns City is rallied with 2 here in the 7th. Tying run at the plate in the person of Addison Burrows. First pitch to Burrows. In there for a called strike. No balls and 1 strike here on Burrows. Wide in the 0-1. Ground ball. Base hit into left field. Knight's going to pick it up. She'll hold the runners at first and second. But now Nicole Huff coming to the plate. Easily the best hitter for these Karns City Gremlins. So Huff will come to the plate. With 2 outs, she represents the go-ahead run. We watched Montauk the other day intentionally walk Quinn White in this situation. What will Cranberry do? Will they put the tying run at second, or will they go after Huff? It looks like they're going to go after Huff. First pitch by Hess. Bounces in there. Ball 1. Huff again came into the day hitting 300, is 2 for 4, or 500 is 2 for 4 right there at the 500 mark. 3 homers and 20 RBIs. There's a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gracie Hess steps back onto the rubber. 1-1 pitch to Huff. Bounces in there. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. If Huff reaches, Rediker would be next. Ball in the gap probably ties the game. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Huff chased one outside. She wanted that one. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Might have been a little guess hitting there by Huff. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hess ready. Ground ball. Hess has it. Steps and throws, and the game is over. Final score here from DuBois tonight. Karns City falls to Cranberry 9-7. We'll be right back with our post-game show here on the YDL Sports Network.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on. Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers. Your cruise planner's advisor is your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at GriggsTravel.com. That's GriggsTravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegany grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change. When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. This is Chris Rossetti from the YDL Sports Network, and I want to tell you about my friends at the Rehab Center, Chiropractors Caring for Health, with 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning. I've been going to the Rehab Center since 2009, and I wouldn't trust my back and neck health to anyone else. The Rehab Centers include 3 D9 athletic alums, and Isaac Greeley of Port Allegany, Matt Brush of Brookville, and Derek Mason of Cameron County, along with 4 additionally highly trained chiropractors, including Jason Jacobs. Find out more at therehabcenters.com. That's the Old English spelling of centers with an RES at the end.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. Gracie Hess is going to be our player of the game. Let's help Gracie with the mic here. There we go. So, Gracie, can you hear me okay?
I can.
Gracie Hess, our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. By my count, Gracie, you had 4 RBIs today. You had the inside the park home run, little excitement in the circle. But let's start with almost batting out of order.
Oh my gosh. So the whole thing, it said I was after Shane. And then she was like, no, you're not up. And I was like, that's what the sign says. So it was a little confusing, but we got it down.
Have you ever batted out of order before?
No, I don't think that's ever happened. Who knows what was going on?
Did you even know that the rule was where you were allowed to come and bat and take a...
I had no clue. I was like, all right.
So yeah, if you're ever in the position of if you ever go into coaching, and I don't know, you might not ever go into coaching. If you ever go into coaching, what you want to do is you want to wait until the bat's over if you're the team that's playing
Yeah.
against the team that's batting out of order. But enough about that. Let's talk first about your offensive production today. 2 of 3, the inside the park home run. Let's start with the inside the park home run. That just barely got fair over the bag, and then it went into the corner, kicked around. When did you realize that you had a shot at it?
I was running to first base and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm out. Like, I genuinely thought I was out. So I kind of slowed down. And then my coach was like, no, keep running, go to 2. So I'm like rounding first and I get to 2 and I'm like, and I see my other coach, she's like waving me on. I'm like, I thought I was out. And then she's like, go home. And I'm like, all right. So yeah, I was not expecting it. I genuinely thought I was getting out at first base because I thought like the third baseman like was gonna like scoop it right up and get me out, but I didn't even know if it was fair.
Is it more exciting to hit one over the fence or more exciting to hit one like that?
I would say over the fence, but it's more work to hit one like that because I actually had to like sprint and I was so out of breath at the end. I was like, wow.
Things got a little interesting there in the 7th inning. They bring up Nicole Huff. She's hitting, I don't know if you realize this, 500, 3 home runs, 20 RBIs on the season. What was your plan of attack there?
We just started throwing low outside because I was like, no matter where I throw it, she's going to hit it. Like, I knew she was a good batter. I knew she was a good softball player, like overall. So I was kind of panicking on the inside. I was like, oh my gosh. And then my coach just kept calling outside and I just kept throwing it and I was like, let's hope this works. I kind of just crossed my fingers.
When it's coming back at you, there's not a whole lot of room between the plate and the circle there, especially when you're done with your pitching. Is it just more reflex there?
I would say, because ever since over the summer in travel ball, I got like beamed in the face, like line drive to the face, and I was out for a few weeks. So I think ever since that, I've been like on my toes. Like after the pitch, I'm like ready because that really traumatized me.
You guys fell down early, but with your offense, I'm guessing there's really not any time early when you're down that you feel like you can't come back in a game.
No, I think we started to stress a little bit and we got like kind of mad at each other. And then we were like, okay, this isn't each other's fault. We need to just bring it up. Like we all kind of encouraged each other and we got it all together. And
you guys are 7-2 now. And those 2 losses are to 2 pretty good teams. Obviously, Sharon's one of the best teams in the state. Du Bois is a young team, but is really playing well right now too.
They hit very well.
Talk about, just where you guys are at midway through the season.
I think we get down on ourselves after those games like Sharon and stuff, but we know they're a really, really good team. And I think we were proud how we battled overall. But I think like we let those games get to us and then we're just kind of hard on ourselves.
Is part of that though because you guys have such high expectations?
That's what I'm thinking. Like I feel like our coaches have such high expectations because they know that we have the talent to do it. Like, so they are constantly on us. And I think it genuinely does help us. I think we constantly need someone on us like that because we will get down and we get lazy. And if we don't have someone like reminding us that we need to be on our like best game, we kind of get down.
Were you expecting to pitch today?
No, I was not. I went into this and they were like, hey, just warm up and Danica's going to pitch. But I don't think Danica felt very well. So they were like, let's have you pitch because we have a game tomorrow too. And they were like, we'll need you guys to pitch again tomorrow. So
yeah, a game in 13 and a half hours. You got to get,
oh my gosh,
you got to get on a bus, go back to Seneca.
I know, I'm sleeping on the way home
here. I'm going to guess you guys are going to have to be here by about 8:30, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Our bus leaves at 7:30.
Oh, wow. So
not enough sleep.
Let's let you go here so that you can get there. You're not going to be the reason that the bus gets held up here on the way home. So, folks, that'll do it for us here in Du Bois. We'll be back with some games tomorrow. Again, just watch the site for which ones. Haven't completely decided those yet. Final score, Cranberry 9 and Karns City 7. You've been watching high school softball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.